Hello, welcome back to my channel. Or should I be saying welcome to my channel, because more than likely you've never seen this channel before, or me. I was going to apologize for not recording yesterday because this is supposed to be a daily upload, and I realized that I recorded yesterday before I started watching One Piece. And so that threw me off. So I was like, oh, I didn't record last night, because usually I record right before I went to go to bed. But yesterday I recorded right after the gym, right before watching One Piece. And here I am, the next day. I've binged One Piece. I was up until like 4 a.m. last night watching it. And now I've officially finished it, the live action on Netflix. And I am flabbergasted because I thought that the 2 seasons of the live action were supposed to be the compressed version of the whole show. Come to find out, I mean, it is compressed, but come to find out, we're just getting started. So first, why am I watching One Piece? I'm watching it because I'm going to DreamCon soon, and an acquaintance that I really respect said in order to go to DreamCon, you have to watch One Piece, which is wild for a show that has 1,000 episodes. And that being said, I was scrolling Netflix and I saw that there's a One Piece live action that's only 2 seasons. And so I was like, oh, great. Let me get the general gist of it, because Lord knows I'm not going to watch 1,000 episodes in a few weeks. Like, logistically, it's not possible, let alone emotionally. I'm not committed. And I just finished the end of season 2, and I'm like, well, we haven't gotten anywhere. There's still so much that hasn't been done. Come to find out, I thought that the freaking 2 seasons was an accelerated course summary on the whole show. It was wrong. Is it an accelerated course? Yes. Is it the whole show? No. Not even close. I asked ChatGPT, how much did I just watch? And it said 8%. You just watched. You barely started. You just watched. You just spent your whole life, all your nights and weekends, binging just 8%, even on an accelerated track. That's insane. And I don't know whether I wish I had never started it or what to do with myself now, because it was damn good. It was so good. And I don't even watch TV for real. And that's why the opinion and recommendations of people you respect really changes your whole life, because I will read a category of book I've never read. I will watch TV that I don't watch just because you said it's the best. And so I would have to agree. It's so good. First of all, from a live action perspective, wow. The direction, the cinematography, capturing, listen, if you're an anime fan, don't fight me on this, but like capturing the dramatic essence of anime scenes with a real physical human being live action, nuts. Nuts. Also the diversity of the cast, right? You got a redhead woman, a greenhead Asian man, a brunette. What is he? Is he supposed to be Latino, Middle Eastern, European? I don't. Racially ambiguous boy. So, and then you got a blonde man, and then you got who I assume is a black man with locks. So you've got a nice racial spread and a woman for representation. They're pirates, so I assume the ratio of one woman is representative. Oh, we just got another woman, blue-haired Indian chick. Let me say South Asian, excuse me. So that's cool. It's also wild to think that they're like late teenagers. They're not adults. Fight me on that. 19-year-olds are adults. Have you met a 19-year-old? So they're not adults, which I try to remember when I don't like some of their thoughts, their decisions, their impulses. But you know, that's people. So you're dealing with a young, diverse crew, which is cool. I resonate with that. I appreciate the nuance and depth to characters and their motivations and their desires and their fears. And this is the compressed version. This is like 50 episodes of the anime per season worth. Per live action season. Like, that's how much is represented in there. And it's already incredibly nuanced and deep and layered. But I'm also like, what's the backstory on this? And what's the backstory on that? Like, where are your parents? And why does that person do this thing? And I imagine that that's covered by the freaking anime. And that's why I'm conflicted. Because I want the backstories. Also, I love the banter and like, it's just so good. And this is actually really wild for me to say because I'm a very straight to the point person. I will certainly read the summary of anything and be like, okay. And so when I asked ChatGPT for TV Recs, and it was like, yeah, you might like One Piece and you might like the live action better because then you don't have to deal with all the drawn out development. And I'm like, you know me so well. But come to find out, when the drawn out development is done this well in terms of like layers and nuance and cinematography and psychoanalysis, I actually want it. I'm craving it. There's so many things that happen in the show and I was like, oh no, there should have been more time. This is too compressed. We're missing so much. The fact that I can feel how much is missing and it's still so good. That's why I don't know what to do with myself, because I'm like, bro, I'm not about to sit here and watch 1,000 episodes. The fact that I even watch this at all is nuts. I don't watch TV. I don't watch TV. I didn't grow up watching TV. The fact that I watch anything at all is already a huge deal for me to spend any, which is why I focus on things like limited series, like Little Fires Everywhere. Or a movie. So you got me out here binging 2 seasons. And that 2 seasons makes me want to binge 1,000 seasons. Actually, I want to say not binge because like I really am enjoying this slow burn emotional development. In my head, I feel like that's what the anime is like, the slow burn emotional development and like getting to know and understand people. The compressed version was fine for me to understand what's happening before DreamCon, but in terms of like my watching experience, I want the ongoing development. And I should have started that 15 years ago. Oh, who would I be if I'd started watching One Piece 15 years ago? This is to say it was good. And that's coming from someone who knows nothing about the actual anime except the fact that people like it. I once was on a dating app a few years ago and I met a guy who named his profile name was Luffy. I didn't know what that meant. So I was like, where'd you get your name from? He's like, oh, it's a character from an anime, One Piece. And I was like, oh, interesting. I was like, having that character be your whole personality is interesting. But like, if he's been watching it for 15 years or however long it's been out, I get it. So that's how much I don't know what the heck was going on. I didn't know how to pronounce this guy's name until I just binge watched this show. And I really wish I had, like, I'm Christian, so when we get to heaven, I'm watching One Piece. I am. I always wonder, like, what I'm gonna do with myself in heaven, because we're all gonna be immortal with nothing but time on our hands. I'm gonna watch One Piece, and I'm gonna have like little One Piece clubs where we like digest the lore and we like bring in the original authors and ask them how they came up with stuff and like what the gems are. Yeah, when I get to heaven, I'm watching One Piece. And I don't know if I am sad about the fact that I watched it on Earth because there's so much. I have a gaping hole in my chest. There's so much I want to know that I will never know because I'm not watching 1,000 episodes. And even if I were to watch 1,000 episodes, I'm sure there's all this lore and all these backstory conversations about the backstories inside the backstories. And I have a life to live. And as much as I like it, I'm not about to live my whole life. Eat, sleep, breathing One Piece. Even though I have for the past week. I've been eating less. I've been sleeping on this couch at 3 a.m. falling asleep watching this movie, this show. Which is nuts. It's nuts. It's so good, and I'm upset at how good it is because I wish I could be like, it's lame. I have no interest in watching anything else. But I'm like, oh my god, I need more. I need more of the compressed version. But like, I want the original. And I'm never gonna get it. And even the compressed version, it's coming, like, it's a season. It takes like 2 years or something to make a season, which is fair because it's like good acting, good cinematography, effects, all of these things. I get it. It takes time to produce that. So now here I am gonna sit, wait for the next season, and because of how popular it is, I'm sure it'll keep getting renewed. But that means I won't catch up for another like 10 years still. I don't want to spend my life watching One Piece, y'all, but I want it. I want it, but I don't want it. I want it, but I... What do I do with myself? Just having a hole in my heart, an itch in my brain to know more details about these things and never getting the details because I'm not gonna sit here and watch thousands of episodes of anything. And I don't want my personality to become that whole thing because I spent so much time with it, but like, it's so good. It's so good. And the time will pass anyway. My life will be lived anyway. Even if I do spend the next 10 years catching up on One Piece. But they're still... Aren't they still making episodes? Is there even a such thing as catching up? Or am I just permanently behind? To be fair, you can catch up because you just have to watch faster than they make new episodes. Fuck. I hate the way I feel right now. And a part of me wishes I had never opened this box. And I'd be like, oh, ha ha ha, anime. Oh, no, I haven't watched it. But now I watch it and I know. I know how good it is. And maybe I should just live real life, you know? Oh, but no, people aren't as nuanced and layered in real life, and the storytelling is bleak. I'm caught between two worlds. A part of me wishes I had never seen this shit, so I wouldn't know how good it is. And I wouldn't have a craving. Or actually, no. I wish I'd seen it and be like, oh, that was nice. But instead, I'm craving the depth and development. I was gonna be some of the characters for DreamCon. I don't want to anymore. I feel like that doesn't do it justice because I'm only 8% of the way in. I don't know what happens to those characters. Do I really want you to represent me? Given how layered the character development is, who knows who you could turn into 400 episodes in? And that's life, you know? Everyone's walking around with their own story and depth that you never get to know. But the difference is, like, I'm in my life living it. I'm unfolding my own story. While watching One Piece, I need y'all to unfold the story because y'all are the story. There's nothing for me to unfold unless you unfold it. Oh my god. This is the worst thing I've ever felt. Oh my god, it's so good. And I will never commit to exploring its full depth.